This video is going to demonstrate an important extension of some new features. So first we're going to use the new high-speed door schedule import capability, and I'm going to replace the existing version of the job in the database with a completely new version. Okay, now let's bring up our database. And let's close what was there. Alright, so here we have the imported job, and the door schedule does not include all the information that we need. So using a feature we demonstrated in a previous video, an important new feature, we are going to, sorry, it's the low resolution is fooling me. We are going to start a new line and just, so we can see what fields are missing first of all. So things like your hinge back set, your strike center line, your hinge locations, and for the door, certain details like your reveals, your door construction, your inset and back set, a few other things. So we're going to go ahead and enter those on a new empty line. So we're going to say our back set is 14, and that's really all we need here. Hinge weight is already set, and we're going to enter a few values here. We're going to put in our inset and back set. This job's in metric, by the way. We're going to put in a door construction. We're going to put in some reveals. The undercut does come from the opening schedule, so we'll leave that alone. We will set our lock back set. We will set our edge. We will set active. Okay, that should be enough to demonstrate what I want to demonstrate. So what's new is that I'm going to set my location standards that I want to use. So we have here a metric hinge 1, the first of several hinge location standards for metric, and I'm going to select that. Now, when I use this new line to populate missing values in the rest of the sheet, and I can refer you to a previous video to explain all of these fields. There's a new field here called recompute locations, and if that's checked, after it sets what location standard you want to use, so in North America that might be things like Republic or Steelcraft or Mesker or those, anybody's set of locations. What it's going to do is, after it populates the line with all of the information that we instructed it to, if the location standard gets changed on the line, then the system is going to recompute the locations for that line using the standard that was set. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and that does slow the copy process a bit. When we did this in our first demo for the same number of lines, it was done immediately. Here it takes just a couple of seconds. But now let's go visit some of our lines. I'll go to the first line here, and I see that everything was set, the hinge back set was set, but the number of hinges was computed automatically, the hinge locations were computed automatically, the strike location was computed automatically, all based on this location standard. And so that was one for 2105 in clear opening height. let's go down here. Here's one for 2075, and we see that the middle position is different. And let's go to another one, let's say 2055. And again, the middle location is different. So the system has applied this location standard to appropriately populate the hinge locations for the details of the particular item in the opening schedule. Now, those locations, if you want to enable this, those locations are still modifiable. So if you want to enter an exception to the location schedule, you can just go in here, like let's say for this one particular frame we wanted 1080 instead, and you can do that. But that can either be enabled or disabled according to your preferences. So again, what's new here is the ability, when you're using a line to have values that are to be copied to other lines, you have the option of automatically recomputing locations as for lines who have their location standard changed. Thank you.